My wheels start turning.
Where's my glass of wine?
Okay, my wheels start turning, my wheels start turning. Whose urine is that? There goes the baker with his tray like always.
Reynolds. Like Reynolds rap? You can pay me later for that.
Okay, so Chris just told me he's looking at a new project. We might buy to renovate. What's going on?
There's cat pee smell of a 7 out of 10.
What? Wait, how do you get rid of the cat pee smell?
Move everything, then we'll paint and prime. The kills should do a pretty good job. And then if not, there's always the enzymatics. Enzymatics break up urine.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about, but sign me up. Okay, so I'm over here being a nosy wife, listening to my husband's business conversations. The conversation we were just having leads me to believe that we're buying the pee house.
We are buying cat pee house.
Do we feel good about it?
Sure.
Do we know how to get rid of the cat pee?
No.
Well, what are we gonna call this? When we go to sell this place, we're not gonna wanna be like, the home built on urine. A house with a feline foundation. Calling Kyle. He's the person selling the house.
Yeah. Do you mind being recorded on YouTube for a video my wife's making about this house to tell you congrats that we're gonna do it?
Well, yeah, that away, boy.
Hello friends, what is up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to
On the Flip cat pee house.
project number 26. If you are new here, hello, welcome. If you've ever been into real estate, home flipping, even trying to do projects at your own house on a major budget, or if you just like to look at hot nerds, then please hit that subscribe button. Also, I do want to point out that since we launched this show On the Flip here on my YouTube channel, I don't know, how many years ago did we launch this? 5 years ago? We used to have it together. We used to be polished. We used to like accidentally wear matching outfits. And now we are parents to a toddler and we are hanging in by a thread. I'm now even wondering like, did I record on all the cameras? Oh my gosh, I did. Thank God. Thank God. We have it together enough to do very few things, and one of them just happens to be renovating this beautiful home, which you already affectionately referred to as
Cat pee house. Because when our partner Tony did the initial walkthrough, he said it was an 8 out of 10 for stench.
I cannot lose any more brain cells because according to like #science, cat pee can actually like eat your brains like a zombie.
Yeah, I was pretty worried when he said that. I almost didn't want to do the project because of it, because we have had smells in the past that don't really go away, but I don't smell it at all. So right now we're in the future, but you're in the past.
We haven't even shown you what the house looked like on day one when we came to see it after we already owned it. So what do you say? Let's go back to the future. Good morning, friends, and welcome to another beautiful day from sunny Scottsdale, Arizona.
48 degrees outside.
And we are pulling up to a home that we already own.
I've never seen.
And decided to purchase despite the fact it was overrun with
cat pee smell.
It's a new fun adventure for all of us. Quickly just run me through the specs of this house.
Well, it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, which is cool. We've never had that configuration. 1,500 square feet, 2 stories, in a nice North Scottsdale location. I don't know, I just really want to see it. I have no idea what to expect, honestly.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. When I initially saw the images and the photos of this place, I was like, this looks stunning. This looks like a Spanish revival home that you would see in LA. But then my wheels start turning. Okay, my wheels start turning, my wheels start turning. Why is this on the market? Because as you guys know, the homes that we are flipping are homes that literally no one else wants to buy. So I was like, what's wrong with it? That was my first thought. And our partner came by to see this place and he said, well, visually, it looks great. It's what you can't smell that's the problem. But that's why this place was on the market. People were really intimidated by the smell of this home, which I totally get because honestly, this is our 26th home renovation project and I feel a little intimidated by the smell. But I'm very excited by the photos and the videos that I've seen so far, so I'm feeling incredibly optimistic.
Let's go check it out.
Let's go take a look at the home we already own anyways.
Just said she left this place in mess. He said, how the F did someone live in that place?
Well, if I wasn't already excited, I mean, loving the decor. Okay, it smells not so bad. And that's probably because our partner has been here already removing
carpet.
All of the carpet is out. Looks like we might have a slight issue closing the front door. Wow.
Closet.
So we just walked in the front door. This is the foyer area, and we are greeted by these beautiful, this is floating. This is actually so gorgeous. I love this. And then...
The thing I like about it, not knowing anything else, it was built in the late 80s, which is like vastly newer than everything we normally buy.
Wow, okay, and this right here is when I saw this, coupled with this, beautiful arched windows. This is gorgeous, especially with just a little TLC, because let's be real, this place is already in great shape. So now you guys can see why I was so confused when I saw this place, and I was like, why is no one buying this? This is an awesome place. It really does go to show that things like smells can really be scary for people. I'm surprised that it already smells fine.
Probably take these shutters off.
Okay,
right?
yes.
And then we're gonna have to wood putty in some of these holes. Look, Tony, smart partner, left the window open to air it
Oh,
out.
genius. Sometimes all you need is a little fresh air,
So I'm
okay?
assuming these frames all come off, so there'll be some patching around this, but I think it's gonna look a lot more modern without these, don't you think?
I do. I think it's gonna look like what we're seeing in a lot of Spanish revival homes in LA. And I'm kind of already brainstorming for some fun ideas for this fireplace. Wow. Oh my gosh. Are we gonna paint the whole interior? Yes. Honestly, between new paint, some new light fixtures, new flooring, I mean, is there anything wrong with this place?
I don't know yet. I've only seen like one room.
Okay, let's keep going.
Cute little yard, I mean, very dirty, but like, it's cute.
Oh wow, this is gonna be amazing. And then here's the kitchen, which is already pretty much ripped out. I don't know if we have the budget to like fully open this up, and this is also a part of an HOA, so that's an added element. But what if we opened this wall as much as possible and then did little arches here to mirror the arches in this room? They actually sell little kits where you can just add an arch on each side, and it's pretty easy.
Is there any value in taking out this little section at all, just this piece or not?
What is this? I would say it's more important to get rid of this pony wall.
Can't do it.
Okay.
This is where the sink is.
Oh, okay. Well, that's important. I would say if you could do that, that's awesome.
Or this section can go out that way. Like
That would be amazing.
This and that at least.
My thought is that if you have two options, one is taking this wall all the way up to the ceiling, and the other is going all the way over with this just small little piece of wall and then doing the arch case opening. I would just do whatever is more accessible and more affordable, because I think they're both great ideas. But I do think pushing the wall that way is gonna make a better impact. And guys, these are the tricks of the trade when it comes to little, small, detailed things like this make such a massive impact. Oh my gosh, look what I saw outside. A lemon tree.
If we want to shorten it this way and shorten it this way, we probably could do that. I don't know. That wouldn't be probably that hard, but I don't know how much of it would impact.
What is up in the ducting? I see air conditioning, HVAC.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. I mean, electric, but electric's kind of whatever because it's just cords. And then there is some plumbing right there, so we probably can't do anything about that.
Okay, what's back here?
Okay, here's your powder room.
Powder bath. Oh, cute. Oh my gosh, cute.
Do we keep or ditch medicine?
This is something we talk about a lot because I think there are functional elements of older homes that people have completely removed, like medicine cabinets.
Yeah.
Which then where are you putting your toothbrush? Like in the lower cabinet? I do think that this is actually in a space where it's not going to take away from the design in here. But first and foremost, whose urine is that? Okay. What?
Did you realize this fits us right back out here?
Ooh, okay, and that's the garage.
We've only had like 1 or 2 garages ever out of any
What's
project.
in here? Is there any treasures to be discovered?
We moved our appliances, so one nice thing is the fridge and stove, brand new.
Oh, that's cool. So we don't need to buy new appliances.
Check it out. We saved like $2,500 just on like these 2 appliances.
A water heater that looks not new, but not really old. Something even more stunning up here. There's an air conditioner in the garage. You see that mini split?
That looks, it's 22 years old.
But it looks brand new. Let's keep touring this place. So you walk out of the garage, that's where the kitchen was, and you enter right back into, ooh. See, another one of these arch windows I love. And just updating the paint and the light fixtures is gonna make such a big difference. You're dumped right back out into the foyer. I just think the layout of this place is so great, so functional. Then, let's go upstairs. I love a floating staircase. And so we'll just be like redoing the flooring in this section. Here's the little halfway landing. And the fact that it's all open like this makes the space just feel so much bigger than it would otherwise. The stairs, I'm told this is a 3-bedroom. Ooh, this must be the primary. The thing I'm loving is that there's so much natural light, and I've already seen a balcony adjacent to every bedroom. So balcony number 1 right here, a cute little balcony that overlooks on the entrance to the house. Over here, this is just a really nice sized bedroom with very high ceilings and a nice size little double closet. Ooh, oh my gosh, what's this? Do we find, oh, it's empty. Bummer. The shared bathroom, probably for the bedroom we were just in. And then this one, perfect size bedroom with another balcony. I also always love a double door situation. It just creates the idea that you're about to walk into something really regal, which we are. All the carpet has already been demoed out. And while we've never done a home where we're dealing with cat urine specifically, we have done a few houses that people smoked inside of, which I gotta say, now that we're doing this, getting rid of the smell of smoke is a much, much harder and a really big task and nearly impossible. But the 2 things you really need to do immediately is take out any carpet, clean the walls, and then repaint. And then there's also something called an ozone machine and a few other cleaning tactics that we've used to just try to like neutralize the smell. But before I get on a tangent about that, I mean, this room is huge. Let's take a look. So you walk in the double doors, you're greeted by yet another arched window, super high ceilings, a really big bedroom. And I love to see this. This is also another not so sexy thing, but an outlet on each side here. This means that you could probably fit a king size bed in the middle. And then this is a great size closet. If we did a few minor changes there, honestly, we could make it. Are you talking to me? This just asked me, is there water coming out of the shower? Like as if a ghost turned it on. There's no water coming out of the shower. But let's take a look at the bathroom. Truly a hot mess, but let me walk you through what we're thinking. Here's the bathroom. Terrible utilization of space with these 2 freestanding sinks. So we're gonna do a double vanity across this entire wall with mirrors that, I don't know, you can actually see more in. Probably keep this medicine cabinet, definitely do another color of paint. Then we have the toilet over here. Hello 1985. So here in this area, we're gonna do a freestanding tub, a huge glass walk-in shower, really to make this feel, oh, another arched window. This is going to feel like the spa bathroom of my dreams, at least. Something really cool is the fact that all of the plumbing is already here and in the right place, because stuff like plumbing, electric, all of the stuff essentially that you can't really see and that is the least sexy is the stuff that's the most stressful and the most expensive. But you know what, like we're not gonna have to pay for? These beautiful reflections of light coming in through an arched window. Wow, ooh, look at this, guys. I mean, did you know every room has its own balcony? It's a balcony-ette.
I've never seen one so cute and small.
And then this also, I mean, you can put patio furniture out here.
Awesome. Don't you love the high ceilings?
The high ceilings make this place feel huge.
What are you doing?
There goes the baker with his tray like always.
We can't wake up the neighbors. It's still early.
I know, we just moved into the neighborhood, but you know, I'm probably blessing them with my performance. And this is the final bathroom, which, I mean, it's just very basic. It's fine. But,
how beautiful that fan grate is.
I know.
1988 style.
Bonjour! Bonjour! The other thing we're talking about in terms of all the cabinetry that's come out and also all of the shutters that we're demoing right now is that, and we've never done this before, but we have purchased items before at Habitat for Humanity's Restore store. So we're wondering if maybe I can call them and have them pick up some of these items that are in perfect condition, but just are not gonna work out with what we're doing in the house.
place was once red.
Oh, weird.
You look what Tony's got, you can see the red rim.
Wow. Oh. Okay, also you guys, update. I called the resource store and they said we could schedule our pickup for donated items online, so I can do that today.
That's honestly the best hack because they come and get it for free.
I actually think, babe, and I'm just gonna say this right now, I think when all is said and done, what I'm foreshadowing for this, I think this is gonna be one of our best projects we've ever done. I just think all of the things that are already here, the bones, floating staircase, the arched windows, the high ceilings, the fact that there's already electric in this house, and the 8,000 balconies. I didn't know there were so many balconettes. This is just weird. So someone just took like an extension cord and put it like through the wall.
Yeah, but I
Feels a
don't
little
see where it
unsafe.
comes out the other side.
It does this.
It's not like, it's not, you think there'd be a hole here or a hole here for it to come out, right? Nothing.
It's probably coming from Fraggle Rock.
Down at Fraggle Rock.
Here we go. Halfway done. We hit the
Check
halfway
in
mark.
on the project.
And I heard there's some drama.
Do
You
I
hear
know about
the
it?
neighbor drama?
Oh my gosh. There was a guy standing on the fence between our homes, cutting our tree down and throwing all of it into our yard
So we flew all the way here to get revenge.
to beat him up. And also, one of my biggest pet peeves ever is when neighbors just walk into the house and they're like, I just want to check it out. Should we go walk into your house and say, hey, I want to see what you've done with your place?
Honestly, maybe that's what we should do today. So we just got in the car with Tony. What the F with these people, like, chopping our tree down without our consent?
Throwing it in our backyard.
Yeah, what the heck? Is that legal? Did you film it?
I did.
And did they know that you filmed it?
Oh, he was looking me right in the face.
I'm building a 20-foot net.
Great.
From there to there.
Great. Could you stop for the day? Are you doing that right now?
We're going to put seashells on it.
What
As soon as I
is
get down
that?
Here, I will.
Okay, man.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, a lot going on over here. Remember that weird, like, Fraggle Rock area that was underneath the stairs in the living room? This is just weird. So someone just took like an extension cord and put it like through the wall. That was so freaking weird. There was an extension cord in the walls that seemed to be leading to nowhere, but lucky for us, we actually discovered that there was a legit electrical source, which means I am going to turn this weird area into a stunning wine bar, wine storage, dry bar situation. So I've been working on 2 to 3 different mock-ups for this space. And I think what's most mind-blowing about this kind of project is that this is gonna add so much value and such like a level up for this house. And this is genuinely very, very affordable. We're using prefab cabinets, a wine fridge that I got on Lowe's.com on a major deal. And then we actually had leftover materials for the backsplash as well as the countertop from our kitchen. This is gonna add so much value to the house and make that area, which was honestly just really weird and kind of confusing, and just give it such an elevated, chic vibe. One thing to point out, we do not have a water hookup in this area. So I started digging all over the internet to find countertop ice makers, and I found one that I am literally obsessed with from a brand called You Homie. It just arrived here at our house, and spoiler alert, I immediately became so obsessed with this ice maker that it's absolutely never leaving our house. It only takes 15 minutes to make a ton of ice. The thing I love about this ice too, and I did a lot of research, is that it's crystal clear, it has a very long melt time, meaning it's perfect for outdoor picnics or a cute little outdoor patio moment, barbecue like we've been doing, enjoying some ice cold beverages. You can even actually use their app to schedule ice making remotely
remotely. And the brand was honestly nice enough to let me offer you all an exclusive discount code, 20% off if you use the code LUNA20IF at checkout. I'm gonna put all of this down in the description. I cannot tell you how obsessed we are. I know I was supposed to use it at the renovation project in the wine bar, but it just feels like it's meant to be here at our house. Anywho, back to the project. I'm so excited about this dry bar and cannot wait to see how it turns out. Here we are, how many days later?
Day 71.
71 days later, and y'all, I cannot emphasize enough how truly stunning this house is. And you know what I'm really impressed by with this house?
What?
The fact that we did pretty much all of this remotely, thanks to our incredible partner.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tony for keeping the wheels going. You know what, enough talking about it. Okay, let's go inside.
Hey, did you knock?
Oh, I'll knock. Okay. I see we're like role playing here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We're role playing. Knock, knock. Oh, hello there. Can I come inside?
On in, cutie.
I am really and truly obsessed with this house in a way that is much deeper than I even anticipated. Between like the Spanish energy in this house and the kitchen, you killed it. You guys killed it with the kitchen.
So as you come into the kitchen, before it was sort of boxed in, there was a big wall right here. So you kind of like had to go on the inside. There was this huge soffit thing with like just a little square that was recessed. So we took all that out and just opened it up, and now it feels like purposeful and like a nice flow from the dining area all the way into the kitchen without anything like kind of
And this is a really great dining space for a round or an oval or even a square table. And then something else that I low-key love now that we are parents, wouldn't this be a fun little play zone, like a little nook to hang out in?
Yes. The other thing, so I was distracted because I was admiring the double peninsula. One trick that I think we did at our personal house and here that's really smart that people want to feel like they have a bigger kitchen without actually expanding the kitchen much is you actually just do an island with an overhang and now you get double the size of the counter space even though the cabinet design didn't change. That's where the old cabinets were.
Throw in some open shelving,
throw in some open shelving and extend the overhang, and now the kitchen island feels a lot bigger.
Not only now do you have a kitchen island, you also have a bar top. This is a great size for counter height stools or counter height chairs. So if you want to have an eat-in kitchen plus a dining room, guess what? You do. Oh, one more thing I wanted to point out is that y'all know we are obsessed with Lowe's. And by the way, this video is not #spawn. We are just die-hard fans of like really the quality of the items at Lowe's and all of the options when it comes to cool aesthetic finishes. This is literally the house that Lowe's built. Not literally, actually. This is just a home that is completely full of all Lowe's materials, from the huge stunning light fixture in the living room to the handle pulls to pretty much everything in here.
A lot of love from Lowe's.
A lot of love.
A lot of Lowe's. That should be their new logo or their
motto.
You can pay me later for that, Liz.
Which, by the way, let's go check out the powder bath because this is probably my absolute favorite item from Lowe's that we incorporated into this home. And that is this super, super viral, by the way, vanity in this cool dark wood color with the handle pulls and the, what is this called? And the countertop already included, which I think is a major, major win if you're doing your bathroom at your own home and you don't want to spend a ton of money. Doing a vanity that's prefab, I think is a really great way to get good bang for your buck.
Yeah, and it looks custom.
Gorge! Okay, let's go upstairs and have a little moment for the primary bedroom and obviously also the balcony.
Of course. This is the hall. That's to the 2-car garage, and this is to the upstairs bedrooms.
This would be another great spot for me to just perform. What should I perform?
All right, will you perform the moonwalk? Hit me with that Fortnite.
Look at how stunning this is,
Okay,
by
so
the way.
remember when we were all trying to decide where the wagon wheel should go, here or above the stairs? This was the right choice.
Isn't there a song like, rock me, baby, like a wagon wheel, paparazzi? Okay, let's go upstairs. First off, look at all the light up here, babe. There is light coming from every single orifice.
That's true. Bedroom number 1, to the right. Bedroom number 2, with balcony number 1. Hallway bathroom, number 2.
Point out one of our favorite things to do in a shower renovation that gives you bang for your buck and also is cool looking.
The old shower tile traditionally would go up to like, I don't know, 6 feet. We bring the tile all the way to the ceiling and it makes the shower feel that much bigger.
And I just think the vertical stacked pattern also lends itself to really lifting the eye. Okay, but here it is, magical
Main bedroom. The main bedroom and your dancing balcony.
I know, I'll have to spend some time out there later.
More arches, more sliding doors, more balconies.
This is such a major value add. We also did a very minimal custom closet, which I love.
Again, Tony coming in clutch, he built all this himself.
Where did he go?
Oh.
Chris. Oh my gosh.
Come on in.
How did I know this is where you were gonna be?
Where's my glass of wine?
And the window. Wow. Okay, so this bathroom, what the heck? This bathroom is incredible. When we purchased this house, this bathroom was part of the house that someone had already, I think, started to renovate or tried to renovate unsuccessfully.
There was a bathtub leak, so they had like demoed out the tub. So
Got it,
We picked up where they left off.
But this just felt very enclosed. There were 2 tiny vanities, 0 storage, and we just thought, you know what, I realize this is a townhouse, so it's not technically a single family home, but let's give these people a really luxurious primary suite. This bathroom is unreal. Yes, so now we have a huge vanity, soaking tub, a huge walk-in shower, tons of natural light.
Look at this glasswork on the shower. Look at this. Cut out around this pony wall. They did such a good job on it. We got a niche. That's our other signature, is putting little shower niches in there for all your soaps and potions. Go in here. Oh, I didn't know if I was gonna like catch you or...
You guys, how excited are we that project number 26, affectionately referred to as, I'm calling this now the Cat Palace.
Okay, the Cat Palace instead of Cat P House. Okay.
I just feel like now it has earned that regal title. How excited are we that this project is done?
Oh, it's a wrap. My friends used to say Reynolds, like Reynolds wrap. They say,
Stop.
that's a wrap. So they just say Reynolds.
With what it looked like, what it smelled like when we bought this place, and what it looks like now, I can really and truly say this is one of our best projects that we have ever done.
I agree. It just feels amazing. Like you don't feel like you're like trapped. Like the ceilings are like 15 feet tall.
I wanted this to feel like a single family home. I wanted this to have that really beautiful Spanish revival, modern Spanish charm. And what I love about the finished product of this house is that we have continued to lean into what we have done probably for the last like 10 homes we've renovated, because staging houses is truly so expensive. We have continued to lean into virtual staging. I wish that we owned all this furniture so that we could be sitting our butts upon it right now.
I know. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, which is really cool. Townhouse. It has a 2-car garage. and it's just under 1,500 square feet.
And it's located in one of the most coveted parts of Arizona in general, Scottsdale.
We got it for $470,000. It was a wholesale deal. We put in about $70,000. So after holding costs and all these extra little hidden costs you don't really think about, we're shooting for at least a $40,000 profit margin. We're about 2 months in. So we bought it, about a 6 to 7 week renovation. We got it listed basically right on month 2. I'm the listing agent. There's a showing today, a showing tomorrow. Fingers crossed that we get a good offer on from one of those, and on to the next.
On to the next, and of course we'll be bringing you guys with us for all of the fun, all of the drama, all of the sweat, the tears,
And there was some drama on this one.
There was, but you know what, there hasn't been yet.
Body rolls. Body rolls. Get it.
Did you know what you were getting into when you married me and said, hey, we should start doing home flipping?
I knew what I was getting into.
You did?
The body rolls hooked me in.
I think the body rolls signify that this video is officially over, but like he said, on to the next. So we'll see you guys next time right here
On the flip.
Woo!